Okay, everyone, welcome to our lecture for today. For this session, we are going to discuss an important topic in nursing practice too, particularly family planning and fertility awareness. Pero hindi lang tayo magme-memorize ng answer. Ang goal natin is to understand how the menstrual cycle works, how ovulation is estimated, and how we can identify the most likely fertile period of a woman. Because in the board exam, hindi laging direct ang tanong. Minsan, bibigyan kayo ng cycle length, specific days of intercourse, and then tatanungin kung kailan most likely naganap ang conception. So, let us understand the concept step by step. Before we analyze the question, let us first review the basic menstrual cycle. In family planning, one important concept is the fertile window. The fertile window is the period when a woman has the highest possibility of becoming pregnant. Why? Because pregnancy can occur when viable sperm are present in the reproductive tract around the time of ovulation. Sperm can survive for several days under favorable conditions, while the ovum, or egg cell, remains viable for a much shorter period after ovulation. So the highest chance of conception is usually around the time of ovulation. Now, the important question is this: how do we estimate the day of ovulation? For a regular menstrual cycle, ovulation generally occurs approximately 14 days before the next menstrual period begins. This is important. Hindi ibig sabihin na laging day 14 ang ovulation. That is a common mistake. Day 14 is commonly associated with a 28-day cycle, but if the menstrual cycle is longer or shorter, the estimated day of ovulation can change. So the more useful rule is the estimated day of ovulation is approximately 14 days before the next menstrual period. Now, let us apply that concept to the question. The patient has a 34-day menstrual cycle, so we estimate ovulation by subtracting 14 days from the total cycle length. 34 minus 14 equals 20. Therefore, ovulation is most likely to occur around the 20th day of the menstrual cycle. Now, the question tells us that she had unprotected coitus on days 8, 10, 15, and 20. The choices include the 8th day, the 10th day, and the 15th day, and the provided answer is the 20th day. The correct answer is the 20th day. Why? Because in a 34-day menstrual cycle, ovulation is estimated to occur approximately 14 days before the next menstrual period begins. So, 34 minus 14 gives us approximately day 20. Therefore, intercourse on day 20 occurred closest to the expected time of ovulation. That makes day 20 the most likely day of conception among the choices. Now, let us analyze the other days. The 8th day is relatively early in a 34-day cycle. Although sperm can survive for several days, intercourse on day 8 is generally farther from the estimated ovulation date, so the probability of conception is lower compared with intercourse occurring closer to the fertile period. The 10th day is also earlier than the estimated ovulation date. Again, conception is theoretically possible if sperm survive until ovulation, but it is less likely compared with intercourse occurring closer to the fertile period. The 15th day is closer to the expected ovulation date, so this is actually an important day to recognize. In a 34-day cycle, day 15 may already be approaching the fertile period. However, among the choices, day 20 is the closest to the estimated ovulation date. Therefore, day 20 is the best answer. Now, let us clarify one important point. When we say most likely conceived on day 20, this does not necessarily mean that fertilization always happens exactly on the day of intercourse. The sperm and ovum have different survival times. Sperm may remain viable for several days, while the ovum has a much shorter lifespan after ovulation. So the actual timing of fertilization can vary. But in a board exam question, we identify the day that is closest to the estimated ovulation and therefore has the highest probability of conception. This is a probability question. The question is asking, among the given days, which day is most likely associated with conception? And the answer is day 20. Now, let us connect this to family planning. Family planning is not simply about preventing pregnancy. It also involves helping couples make informed decisions regarding the number of children they want to have, the spacing between pregnancies, the timing of pregnancies, and the contraceptive method that best fits their needs, health status, preferences, and reproductive goals. As nurses, proper counseling is very important. We should provide accurate information about different family planning methods. These include barrier methods, hormonal methods, intrauterine devices, permanent methods, fertility awareness-based methods, and other available options according to current clinical guidelines and local services. In this scenario, the couple uses condoms. A condom is a barrier method that helps prevent sperm from entering the female reproductive tract. It also has an important advantage because it can help reduce the risk of sexually transmitted infections when used correctly and consistently. However, the effectiveness of a condom depends greatly on proper and consistent use. In this case, the patient seldom remembers to wear the condom before penile penetration. This is important. The condom should be used before genital contact that may expose the reproductive tract to semen. If the condom is applied late, there is a risk of exposure to semen or pre-ejaculate, depending on the circumstances. So, one important nursing teaching point is proper and consistent condom use. The nurse should not simply say, "Use a condom." We should teach the correct method of use. Check the package, check the expiration date, open carefully to avoid tearing the condom, place it before sexual intercourse and before genital contact that could result in exposure to sperm, leave space at the tip, remove it carefully after ejaculation while holding the base, and use a new condom for every act of intercourse. Now, let us go back to the board exam trap. Many students see a cycle question and immediately think day 14 equals ovulation. That is not always correct. The important question is, how long is the menstrual cycle? For a 28-day cycle, ovulation is commonly estimated around day 14. But for a 34-day cycle, the estimated ovulation is approximately day 20. So the formula is cycle length minus 14 equals the estimated day of ovulation. For this question, 34 minus 14 equals approximately day 20. Therefore, day 20 is the best answer. Now, another important reminder. Calendar-based fertility calculations are estimates. They are most reliable when the menstrual cycles are relatively regular. If the cycle is irregular, predicting ovulation using only calendar calculations becomes less reliable. So, in actual clinical practice, family planning counseling should consider the woman's cycle pattern, reproductive goals, health status, and the specific method being used. Do not rely on one calculation alone when counseling a couple about pregnancy prevention. Now, let us summarize the key concept. The patient has a 34-day menstrual cycle. Estimated ovulation is approximately 14 days before the next menstrual period. So, 34 minus 14 gives us approximately day 20. She had unprotected coitus on days 8, 10, 15, and 20. Among these choices, day 20 is the most likely time associated with conception. Board exam takeaway, kapag ang tanong ay tungkol sa estimated ovulation sa isang regular menstrual cycle, remember, cycle length minus 14 equals the approximate day of ovulation. Do not automatically assume day 14. Always look at the total cycle length. For a 34-day cycle, the estimated ovulation is around day 20. And if the question asks which intercourse date is most likely to result in conception, choose the date closest to the estimated ovulation and fertile period. So, before we end, remember the major points. Family planning counseling helps couples make informed decisions about contraception, pregnancy spacing, and the desired number of children. The fertile window is related to the timing of ovulation. Ovulation is generally estimated to occur approximately 14 days before the next menstrual period. A 34-day cycle gives an estimated ovulation around day 20, and among the dates given in this question, day 20 is the most likely time associated with conception. Common board exam trap: do not memorize that ovulation always occurs on day 14. Instead, analyze the length of the menstrual cycle. And remember, in clinical practice, calendar calculations are estimates, especially when cycles are irregular. The goal is not simply to memorize the answer. The goal is to understand the reproductive cycle so that even if the board exam changes the cycle length, the dates, or the wording of the question, you can still analyze the situation correctly. Keep practicing, understand the concept behind every answer, and always connect your knowledge to actual nursing care. Good luck, future nurses.